Alright. So just to make, because I only have like one set of hands, I don't have anyone else to help me out with this. I think it's going to be easier just to take the front bumper off to do the lip install. So we're just going to jack the car up real quick, take the front bumper off, and then we'll get into actually installing the bumper. So if you don't know how to take the bumper off, there's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to do it. I'm just going to kind of give you like a time-lapse thing right here, and I will be back when we're actually ready to mount the lip. So I got the bumper off. The battery died at some point, so I'm not sure what we missed. It was no big deal though. All I did was take the bumper off. Now I'm inside my garage, and I just kind of prepped the lip and have the bumper like ready to go. So I'll kind of show you what's going on here. I just put the front two clips in. I actually broke the first pop socket thing, so I just had, you know, a piece of hardware at the house that I think is going to hold okay, and then the other clip right there. So let's just kind of square the front of the lip up, and then I put the mounting hardware on the ends here. So if you're doing this one, a Bayson R lip, the stack up order is going to be the longest all the way to the rear, the shortest, and then the middle, and that'll be on both sides. And then you just go, you know, washer, nut, or, you know, bolt washer, and then the locking washer on the inside and the nut, and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to put you back on a time lapse. This is pretty simple. We're just going to be screwing things together. I went a little bit extra, to be honest with you, and I got this stuff. So this is just a this is actually by Gorilla Tape. Double-sided mounting tape. It was the strongest one they had. It was up to 35 pounds. So I'm gonna use this, as well as the supplied self-tapping screws, and also I just have some like nuts and bolts that I had on hand in the garage if I can't get the fitment quite right, just to like suck up the lip to the bumper in certain spots. But really, it seems to fit decently well. There was one spot here in the corner right here. You can see that it's kind of bowed, but I think after we actually get it laid and get some of these screws in, and I might have to treat it with a heat gun or something, but I should be able to get that to lay really well. So I'll put you guys up on the tripod, and we will get into it. Alright, so we got it back together. We got everything installed. It looks pretty cool. It's getting low light, so it's still on a jack stand. I'll get better shots of it tomorrow, but just to kind of get you shown what we did, I'll show you on the other lens. Alright guys, so it's the next day after the install. As you saw, it was a little bit dark after we actually got the lip finished and installed on the car. Luckily my dad and uncle came over and helped me get the lip done, and we actually did it pretty quick. Basically what we did was we used all the supplied hardware, so the clips on the side, which I showed you, and then all the self-tapping screws that the Bayson R actually provided, and then I went ahead and added probably like 3 or 4 of my own self-tapping screws on each side just to hold it a little bit better. Like the places, there were some spots where the lip was like bent just a little bit, like curled, and it's really thin plastic, so it's not a big deal. And I just put my own self-tapping screw in there to kind of like suck it up to the bumper, and now the fitment looks great. So I'll show you kind of how it looks. I think it looks way more aggressive. I think it looks awesome, and for the $75 that I paid for this lip, I can't complain about it at all. So I'll show you guys real quick. I think it turned out awesome, and then let's get some quality shots. So check this out. This is kind of just like the overview. I love how this lip like follows the line at the bottom, so it juts out where the fangs are and then goes back and then juts out. I think that looks super aggressive. And then from the top, it only adds a little bit. And as far as like how low, maybe like 1.5 inches lower or so, it's not too bad. So it's coming around the side, kind of curls up on the side, which looks cool. It follows that body line pretty good right there, which is nice. And follows it around really well. This is indexed like perfect. You can see how clean that looks. That's perfect. Comes around real clean. There's no gaps anywhere. You can't see light through it anywhere. Just take your time on the install, and it turned out really, really well. So super cool, super happy with this. And there'll be a link in the description to Bayson R's website where you can order this slip. And they have a few different styles too. If you're not crazy about how this one looks, they have a few different cuts and a few different styles. So get something that you like. I think it turned out awesome. I'm super happy with it, so rock and roll. Here's the glamour shots.